From the time I was born, my parents always knew two things about me. One, I was born a Redskins fan. And two, I never wanted to work for anyone. I guess I inherited that from 6 generations of entrepreneurship. My entrepreneurial journey began at age 7 when I had a dream to start my own jewelry business. Now, I've always loved jewelry, and I'd spend hours watching YouTube videos and looking in magazines for design ideas. When I started to wear my pieces to school, my friends would buy them right off of me. And that's when I started my own jewelry business. Now, in the beginning, I was afraid that no one would want to buy my jewelry. So my mom gave me a book called Who Moved My Cheese? In the book, one thing really stood out to me. It said, "What would you do if you weren't afraid?" So I wrote this down and I put it on my bedroom wall so I could think about what I need to do to overcome my fears. And once I overcame my fear, I moved forward and created Jewels of Jordan. This is a picture of me at my first event and grand opening at age 9. When I walked in the room, the first thing I noticed were all the adult vendors and thought I wasn't going to sell anything. I saw vendors selling jewelry that I remember seeing in my mom's magazines. The host told me that she was going to pass around a mic and allow each vendor to talk about themselves. That's when my face became hot and red, and I felt like I was going to faint because I didn't know what I was going to say. As the mic started to go around, I felt like it was moving in rapid speed. As it came to me, all I was able to say as my voice started to shake was, hi, my name is Gabrielle. I make jewels. I passed on the mic feeling like I did horrible. I sat down just waiting for this event to be over. But to my surprise, people started coming up to me saying, "Oh, you did great." I just thought, are they crazy? I did horrible. But what seemed like a horrible job to me was inspiring to people seeing a young person going after their dreams. Probably something that we don't see enough. I almost sold completely out of everything at that event, and that made me feel like going home and working harder on my business so that I'd be more confident the next time. Now, I wanted to show how I achieved some of my dreams and goals and the mindset that I had to put forth to achieve them. So that's why I wrote a book. Now, writing a book was definitely challenging. I remember giving up, sacrificing a lot, and I remember watching my family play basketball outside while I was inside holding back tears just because I wanted to shoot some hoops. But it was all worth it when my books finally arrived. I could only hope that these books would do some wonderful things for others, and they do. I'm able to give a portion of my profits to different organizations like the Bowie Food Pantry and Smile Train. I know that my food pantry has more food to give and that a little girl's cleft lip is gone. And it's so exciting to see what an impact, what some books and jewelry could do for people's lives. Now, having a business is not always fun. I understand that the mistakes that happen remind me to be more humble and disciplined to my work if I want to make a difference. But they also remind me how thankful I am to have a family that tell me when I mess up. They don't lie to me and tell me that it's okay. They tell me the truth, and that's what helps me to do and be better. Now, a lot of bad things have happened that allowed me to learn and grow, like losing money and getting sick and having to leave early from an event, and sometimes feeling like being a kid, an entrepreneur, and trying to keep my grades up in school are just too much. And sometimes my business might not always flourish. Sometimes styles may change, the economy could tank. But I have to remind myself that even if my business doesn't flourish, it's not failing. Failing is when I give up, and I am not giving up. The mistakes that I make remind me that life is so unpredictable, and things that may happen, not what I expect. But I have to remember to stay confident in myself and in my dreams, and because people may need what I have to offer. so I can't give up. I'm going to be around for a very long time. Thank you.